Now, what we're going to do is create a bleach effect. You know, like somebody's spilt bleach on something and it creates a smudgy look. But we're going to use this for sublimation. So what I've got there for a background will be a really good print on a mug, for example, a sublimation mug, maybe a shirt, maybe some clothing, could be pencil cases, whatever you're using your sublimation for. Now you can see that's just a background image. We're using Affinity Designer on the iPad, and it works equally well on the desktop, either Mac or PC, whichever one you happen to have. Now what we've got to do is put some text on that, and the text I want to put is in an image, so I'll place the image. I'll import it from the cloud, which is where I've got it. Now it's in the downloads folder, nice and handy to find, but part of the text title is called Home, so let's go search for it. Home is where my pets are, too, and it's a transparent file, so let's select that and just drag it into place. Now that's a nice size and it's centered on the screen. You could see those centering marks. Now you might think, well, that doesn't look very good because it's really hard to see. But what we need to do is put a white smudge behind that. Now how are we going to do that? Because we've got that image there and that image there, but we need an image between them. Now I've got the move tool selected, and you just tap anywhere on the screen and it deselects everything. We've got the white colour selected. Now what I want to do is put that on there, so we'll go and select the rectangle tool and draw out a white rectangle exactly the same size as the text. Now we do that so we know where the text is. You could make it larger if you wanted to, but I just want to do the text. Now this is fairly straightforward, you might think, but we've got a few steps to go now to put a smudgy edge around that. So let's go up here and add a mask layer. Now there's our mask layer added. Now we're going to use the brush tool, and for that, let's have a look at the pencil tool, corner tool, contour tool. You can see over the left hand side there, vector brush tool, pen tool, fill tool. What's in there? Now there we have a paintbrush tool. This is in the pixel persona, and that's fine. We don't mind using the pixel persona for this. We've got the paintbrush tool selected. The colour black is selected there. Now, white or black, which one do we want? Let's see, because when you select a brush, let's find a brush. Have we got, there's a texture brush. See those textures there on the right hand side? Well, let's select one that's a grunge pattern 1. Okay, now its opacity is 100. It's huge. We don't want it quite that big, so we can reduce that. See how I'm reducing the size of the grunge of the pattern? The flow and hardness. Let's see what happens when we use that. Nothing. Now it's not very opaque at the moment, but you can see that what it's doing let's increase the hardness slightly and the flow slightly. Don't be too heavy-handed about this because you can take your time with this. Now you can see how it's painting out. The colour's black, remember. The brush is, you can use a harder brush for this. And we go right around the edge there. You can see the berries coming out. Well, we'll get there eventually, because underneath that is just the edge of our text. So you take away, let's get a decent flow going on this brush so we're not here all the time. In fact, we might even change brushes. Depends how long you want to spend doing this, because we've got to get rid of that hard line. Let's go up there, oh, not that one, sorry, that one. And textures, no, we just want now there's a brush there, we'll use that one. What will that give us? 64 pixel width. There we go. Now take that, I'm trying to get that rectangular edge out, and you can see you don't have to be very neat with this, but what you have to do is you want it to look a bit like something's been splattered on there. You get the idea? So there's bits missing and there's bits in place, but there's no hard edge out there. Now that's what we want. Can you imagine if there's just a piece of a droplet of bleach or something, you put down the bleach cup from the laundry on there. Let's hide those brushes for now and go back to the move tool, and we'll go back to there, and what we've got is, well, not a very effective bleach effect because you can't see the text. But what we just need to do is select the layer that the text is on and move it up above it. Go back to the move tool, select it, and there you have it. There's a spattered, well, it may not be bleach, think of it as white paint. Somebody's dropped a cup of white paint on your surface and you've got your text on it. Now, of course, we've got all the lines and things on there. There's nothing selected. Let's export that as a PNG. What do we call it? White bleach. And OK. We'll put it in, not Affinity Photo, but iCloud Drive. Put it in downloads, makes it easy to find, just for the time being. Now, I'll just close that there. We'll go over here and we'll look in downloads, and there's our white bleach image. Look at that. Somebody's put white paint all over the thing and I've had to print on top of it. Now, of course, you can do that with anything. Done. Let's close that down. Go back to that. And as they say in the cooking shows, here's one I've done previously. And you can see there's a similar effect with the brush strokes there. And it's as simple as this. The text, the mask layer. Now, because I've got another layer in there, there's a different image behind it. How easy is that? Well, that's about the end of it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it.